I'd often get in trouble with the police. But I loved it. And that's the honest truth. And I'm not trying to glorify gangs, especially with, with today and young people today. No way am I trying to glorify gangs. But for me personally, I loved it. I loved being a gang member. I loved having that rep, that street cred. I love being able to go to any local party on ends and be the guy that could dance with any girl. I love their attention. It's interesting because in secondary school I was often picked on and bullied, and I went from a place of being bullied to now a place of being a popular guy. It was important to me to know everyone and for everyone to know me. And it was this mindset that I had that led me down a road, led me down a path that was just marked with destruction. The turning point was being at Lewisham Police Station in a cell for almost like over 20 hours, like 22 hours. And being in that cell all alone by myself, realizing that, all that street, credibility I was chasing, all the girls I knew and all the people I was liked by, it didn't mean nothing because I was in that cell by myself. And I made a decision in that cell. Sitting in that cold cell, that I didn't want to do this no more. I didn't want to be a gang member no more. But because my mindset had been so negative for a long time, I didn't know what else I could do. Who else I could be. What changed it for me was the night I was arrested in a car with 3 other boys, and in this car we had samurai swords, baseball bats, knives, and body armor. And we were on our way to a party with these weapons in a car. But not making it to the party and being stopped by police and being arrested with this arsenal. From there, having a court case, we went to magistrates, and then we got charged with possession of offensive weapons and joint enterprise, and then it being escalated to Crown Court. And with this court case, there was a lot that happened, a lot that took place. During this time, I was suicidal. I just wanted to give in. I just wanted it to end. During this time as well, I decided to leave the gang that I was a part of, and that came with its own problems. And many times I did give up. What helped me through it was my faith. I'm a Christian. I'm not perfect. I'm so far from being perfect. But it was during that time of my court case that it's almost like I reconnected with my source. My source being Jesus. You could say I reconnected with the vine. I learned some things about myself. I learned that I had someone fighting for me that was mightier than any court case, any gang association I was facing. during during the trial. I remember, I was 20. I was 20 during the trial, and just about to go to uni. And my motivation at the time to get into uni while having this trial that I was on was, if I can get into uni, it's gonna look good for me in court. If I could get into uni, I'd also, get a student loan. Yeah, you could say student loan was my motivation to get into uni, as well as it would look good in my court case. But it was tough. It was tough. It was really, really tough. It was really tough. I ended up being found not guilty. I went to uni and I completed my degree. I actually have 2 degrees. So imagine that, from 1 GCSE to having 2 degrees. My degrees were in graphic design. But that's the thing with this court case, it's like I discovered my purpose. I believe all of my heart that we are put on earth for a reason. I believe that each person has a God-given assignment, something that they were created to do. Some of us are walking in it, some of us are aware of it, some of us are still searching. And that's okay. You could say during this court case and coming to the end of it and being found not guilty and being able to continue with my life as a former gang member, I found my calling, I found my purpose. I remember just wanting to share my story, like everything that I had been through, being involved in gangs and then having a year-long trial. I wanted to share it with the next person that would listen. Maybe a young person coming from a similar background, and warn them of the dangers that awaited them if they continued as this certain lifestyle. And that built up a passion in me for young people. I'm speaking at different anti-gun and knife events, and the more I did that, the more this passion grew. This passion that became a vehicle for my purpose, for my God-given assignment.